Hi, Stephanie. She's smiling. Stephanie, smile. Barbara, are you in the library?
There's books all over my house. This is my study now. This is
your study.
That's right.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
Thank you.
I
Yes,
like that.
I'm
It's like
self-conscious about my Zoom background. There's always lots of books in there. One of my ambitions was to dust all these shelves. Not happening.
Ah. Okay, and I think Autumn's here. Oh, nice. Okay, I think we're all here. Well, let's start by having a seat. And sitting up nice and tall here, lengthen the crown of the head up toward the ceiling. We'll shrug the shoulders by the ears. Just draw your shoulder blades onto your back, resting the hands on the thighs. Allow the eyes to close, relax your jaw a bit here and just soften the face. And then start to breathe. Breathing in and out just normally at first. Inhale, lengthening up through the crown of the head. Exhale, sinking the sitting bones down into the floor. Once again, inhale, grow tall. Exhale to sink the sitting bones. And then we'll start to come into that Pilates breath here. So inhaling through the nose. As you exhale, pressing out through the mouth like you're blowing out a candle. Once again, inhale, grow tall. Exhale, press it out. And then from here, just dropping that ear toward the right shoulder. Coming back to the center, go ahead and drop the ear toward the left shoulder here, getting that stretch of the head and neck. Once again, make sure you're sitting tall. Drop the ear toward the right shoulder. And center, and back over to the left. And then from here, we'll look over that right shoulder, stretching the head and neck. Come back to the center, go over the right shoulder, or left shoulder. Go back and forth a couple of times. And then from here, dropping the chin toward the chest. And easing up. And chin to the chest. And from here, gazing up. And we'll go through a couple of shoulder rolls here, just shrugging the shoulders up by the ears, drawing the shoulder blades down and onto your back. Go through more, just like that. Warming up, getting things moving. And then we'll roll it forward, nice and easy. Plugging the shoulders by the ears. One more. This time, shrug your shoulders up by the ears, draw your shoulder blades onto your back, release the hands down so the fingertips barely touch. Turn the palms to face up, sweep the arms as you inhale. Exhale, reach, press the space away. Inhale, arms sweep. Take the palms together overhead. Exhale, press the space away. The next time you reach the arms, we'll take it over to the right. And then moving with your breath, inhale, reach the arms back up. Exhale, up and over to the left. Inhale, lengthen as you reach. Up and over to the right. Once again, inhale, lift. Coming up and over to the left. And next time you inhale the arms overhead, we'll come over to the right here. Hold. Finding that extension through that whole left side. And then as you breathe in, sink down through your sitting bone. As you breathe out, find a little more length and reach up through those fingertips. One more breath here. Inhale, sweeping the arm all the way up. Come up and over to the left this time. And then notice if the shoulder's creeping up by the ear. Can you draw the shoulder blade onto your back? Can you lengthen out through those right fingertips? One more breath. This time, inhale, sweep the arms. We'll move on the breath. Take a twist to your right. Inhale, arms sweep all the way up overhead. Grow tall. Exhale, twisting out to your left. Inhale, reach the arms. Think of spinning from the belly button here as you come into this twist. Once again, reach into a bit of a dynamic stretch to start. And then the next time you float the arms all the way up, we'll hold here, taking a twist out to your right. Grow a little bit taller, reaching up through the crown of the head as you exhale, building your way into this twist. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale as you twist. One more breath. The next time you breathe in, take the arms all the way up. Exhale, this time twist to your left. So come on to fingertips, grow tall, crown of the head reaches to the ceiling. Exhale to come into that twist. Pull your belly up and create a little space. Think of twisting into that space. One more breath. And then as you inhale, float the arms all the way back up. Exhale, reach out through the fingertips. Once again, inhale, arms sweep. Open the chest, join the palms. See if you can straighten through the elbows and then press the space away. This next time, lifting up halfway, we'll wrap the arms here. And then just go through some circles here. So coming clockwise. The weight of the head release. And then we're gonna reverse the circle, coming counterclockwise. Just allow the spine to round. With the weight of the head release. One more, all the way around. And then releasing from here, we're gonna come onto hands and knees. If you want to, you can bring that blanket up underneath the knees for a little padding. Coming into that table position, spread your fingers, make contact down into the floor, and then we'll inhale here and just extend the heart as you drop the belly. And on an exhale, curling your tail under. So pressing into the hands as you round up. Moving with your breath here. Inhale, the heart extends, the belly will drop. As you exhale, make like you're pressing the floor away, so really actively press the hands down. Curling the tail under, hollowing out the belly. Exhale, press into the floor, roll around all the way. Getting that stretch the low back. Once again, inhale, heart extends, belly drops. Press the floor away here. Curl the tail under around all the way up. You're gonna find a neutral spine here, so you're not arching or rounding through the back. Let's do the right leg straight back. Tuck the toes under here. Start to rock it back and forth a couple of times, just getting that stretch. And then on the next one, we'll hold. Breathe into the stretch from your heel all the way through to the back of the thigh. We'll move forward just a bit. Lift the leg. And then see if you can tap down and lift up. But I'm used to leaving the leg and the hip joint here, so keep that hip level with the left hip. Thigh rolling in, and then from here we can extend through that left arm. So adding the arm, opposite arm to leg. Just starting to engage the core here. Find that engagement of the belly. Hug everything in toward the midline. Back of the neck is long. On this last one, we'll hold here. Breathing, reaching apart in both directions. Take a breath. Hand down to the floor here. Reach the heel to the mat. That right arm comes up. Take a fist and make a little circle. Circling the other way. And then sweep this arm alongside the ear. Breathe into that whole right side. See if you can lift the right toes away from the floor. Lift them up in line with the hip. And then release the hand down. From here, square the hips. This time bring that foot over the opposite foot. Reach back for your heel. Take a peek over that left shoulder and just breathe into that whole right side. Just feel a nice stretch. And then release your toes. Dig that knee down to the floor. We'll take the left leg straight back this time. So tucking the toes under, start to rock back and forth. Just adding some movement. Foot, leg, reaching back here. Let that stretch from your Achilles heel all the way up to your sitting bones. And then breathe. We'll shift forward just a bit. Lift the leg, but try not to lift the hip. Flex the foot, really reach through the heel, nice and slow, tapping down. Lifting up here a couple of times, just kind of testing out your balance. As you feel steady, taking that right arm long, tap, and rise up. Get that feeling of hugging in toward the midline. Reaching out, nice, tapping down. Let's do one more, hold this one. Find that extension from fingertips to toes, breathe. And from here, take the hand down, taking the foot down here, really reach through that back heel, take the other arm up. Make a fist with that hand, take a little circle. And circling the other way. And then take the arm alongside the ear. Breathe into that whole left side. From here, lifting those left toes away from the floor. Find your balance. Reach. And we'll take the hand back down nice and easy, dropping that hip. Take the foot over that opposite foot. Reach back for your heel. Breathe into that stretch. One more breath. We'll release the toes here. Bring the knee back down to the floor. Slide your hand slightly forward. From here, shifting forward just a bit, and then as you rock back around the spine, bring those hips back towards your heels. So separate the knees a little wider, take the hands a little further in front, just rocking back and forth here, starting to open up to the shoulders and the fronts of those hips. And then the next time you shift forward, take this into a circle, all the way over the right, and then toward the left, and over to that left hand. Pressing into the hands here. Actively finding that stretch. And then we'll reverse the circle. So coming in the opposite direction, shift the hips back toward that left heel all the way out and around. Keep actively pressing into the hands here. And then the next time that you shift forward from here, we'll tuck the toes, lifting the knees, take the hips up and back. So coming into that upside down V, aka down dog, we'll start to just pedal the feet here. So bending one knee. And as you reach and straighten that opposite heel toward your mat, start waking up, getting things moving. And then pressing down through that right heel, we'll hold this, breathe into that stretch. And then switch, press down through the left heel, let the right heel lift away from the floor. And once again, just waking up, those connections through the back of the leg. And the next time you press to that left heel, roll over the top of the right foot, hold. And then we'll roll through the foot and roll over the top of the left foot. So waking up the feet a bit, bringing some attention into those feet. We'll do that a couple more times, back and forth. And then the next time that you roll over the top of this right foot, let's just take a little circle of the ankle. And circling it the other way. And then roll over the top of the left foot, same thing. And then we'll reach both heels toward the mat, actively press into the hands here. Feel the chest moving toward the thighs. And then lift your heels and shift forward. Find a high plank, shoulders over the wrist, firm the belly and thighs, and press into the hands. And then think of your thighs drawing you back as you lift, downward dog. Go through that a couple more times, shifting forward and back. So using your breath, think of actively engaging your shoulder blades onto your back here as you shift forward, finding that line of energy from the crown of the head through the heels. Press the floor away. Nice. And next time you shift forward, hold, breathe, 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 pressing into the hands actively. And then use your thighs to draw you back. And this time, start to walk your hands all the way back toward the feet. Nice and easy, no rush. You're gonna take a bend in the knees here, let the chest collapse onto the thighs. And then you can start to sway side to side, kind of opening up the side body, arms can dangle, or you can take them down to the floor. And then coming to rest in the middle here, bending one knee as you reach that other heel toward the mat, and then bend the other. Still kind of waking up, legs and full back body if you're like me. Maybe you haven't been that active for the past couple of days. And then we're gonna take a little bend in the knees here, spread through the toes, lift through the belly, press the floor away actively. Roll your shoulders back at the top for a top. I'm gonna readjust my mat, so check out your feet, make sure they're parallel to one another. Lift all 10 toes away from your mat, spread your toes, and then bring them back down one at a time, keeping those toes spread. One more like that, so lift the toes away, spread your toes. One at a time, pinkies all the way to the big toes. And then keep the knees soft here, but tuck your chin toward the chest and start to roll down. Engage in the abdominals. From here, we'll press the floor away. Think of stacking one vertebrae on top of another here. The shoulders roll back, grow top, and then chin to the chest, peel back down. Knees are soft. Let the head hang here, let the arms dangle, soften the face, and then actively press the floor away as you step one vertebrae on top of another. Roll all the way up to stand. Shoulders roll back to grow top. Chin to your chest, peel back down. And then make like you're pressing the floor right here. So engage the abdominals. Keep the knees soft, but activate the legs. So you're pressing into the floor. Nice. On this next one, we'll add on. So chin to your chest, start to peel down. All the way down until the hands touch the floor. From here, walk it out into that high plank position. Take a moment to set the shoulder blades here. And then you can drop the knees if you like. The elbows are hugging in, so you're gonna bend straight back. Chest aiming forward, pressing up for 2. Use your exhale, 3. Tuck your toes here, lift your hips up and back. And then take your hands all the way back towards your feet. Take a little bend in the knees here. And then make like you're pressing the floor away as you roll it up. Shoulders roll back from here, grow top. And then chin to your chest, peel back down. Taking your hands on the floor, walk it all the way up. Bring your shoulders so they're in line with the wrists. And then you're walking to lower the knees, shoulder blades set onto the back. Elbows hugging in, chest is aiming forward. Head in line with your spine. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. Hands walk all the way back toward the feet. Take a little bend in the knees here. Engage in the abdominals. Make like you're pressing the floor away. Roll your shoulders back here for a top. And chin to your chest. Heel back down. And we'll take the hands down to the back. Walk it all the way up. Take a moment to really find that setting of the shoulder blades. And then elbows hugging edge, chest aiming forward. Remember, you can lower down 2 inches. Lower down halfway or nose toward your mat. And then tugging the toes, lift the hips up and back. Take the hands back toward the feet. Try not to rock side to side so you can engage those abdominals and then make sure you're pressing the floor away to rise up. And then chin to your chest. Rolling back down that imaginary wall. Bone by bone here. Take the hands all the way down, walking it out for 1, 2, on 3. Find that plank. Come forward to tippy toes, lowering the knees or not, elbows hugging in. Lift the hips. Walk the hands back toward the feet. Let's do that one more time. Knees are soft. Press the floor away. And then chin to the chest, pull down. And walk it all the way up. Bring your shoulders to this, they're in line with the wrists here. Coming forward to tippy toes, elbows traveling in. And lift your hips up and back. We'll take the hands to the feet. Take a little bend in the knees here, roll it up to stand. Shoulders roll back at the top, row top. And then you can grab a hold of your waist here. Nice, we're gonna come into that wide second, so heels and toes out. Roll your shoulders back, draw your navel into your spine. And imagine you're sliding down the wall here. And then you can reach the arms out as you do. Tailbone is heavy, crown of the head lifts toward the ceiling. Knees over toes. And then just take a peek down, make sure the knees are opening toward that wall behind you. Sliding down that wall, engage the abdominals. Try not to let the rib cage flare. Use your exhale here, nice. 4 more just like that. Here's 3. 2. Last one, we're gonna stay here. It's little pulses down, small range. Knees are opening toward that wall behind you, so look down, make sure you're not rolling in the inside of the foot. Stay here, pop that right heel, we'll circle the arms. Two more. And drop that heel, reverse your circle, pop the other heel if you like. Two more. And from here, drop the heel, we'll rise up. Slide back down that wall. From here, we're gonna spin off the back heel. Bring your chest so it faces the sidewall. Bring your palms so they lift up or face up, and we're gonna lower and lift. For 2 more, just like that. Knee lines over the ankle, toes are pointing straight ahead. We'll open back out to the middle. From here, slide down that wall. Tailbone's heavy. 3 and 4, spin off the heel. Palms face up, coming into a bicep curl. Toes pointing straight ahead. 2 more. And back to the middle. Last one, spin off the heel, reach the arms. Back to the middle, reach. Spin off the heel, reach the arms. Last side here. Little dips. Nice, we'll come back to the middle, take the arms out in front of you this time. Lower the right arm, lift, and then the left. So you're coming to a hover a few inches away from the thigh. Try and keep the wrist long. Nice, from here we're gonna switch in the air. Three more like this. Nice, last one. Reach the arms back out, bend the elbows here. We'll bring it in and open out. Almost there, guys. Glide the shoulder blades onto the back, last two. On this last one, join your wrists and we'll squeeze for two. Two more, loom together, little pulses down, or up, rather, but you sink down. For four more, 3, 2, rise up. Nice and easy, toe heel the feet in. And we'll release the weights. Take a little sip of water here. We're gonna come back to the back of the mat. Soften your knees, peel away from that imaginary wall here. Take your hands to the floor, we'll come all the way back out. Bring your shoulders so they're in line with the wrist here. You can come forward to tippy toes, lower the knees, or for a little more challenge, elbows draw in. Keep the thighs lifting toward the ceiling, lower all the way down. Hands underneath the shoulders, let's take a rest pose, round your spine. Hips to your heels, separate the knees apart. From here, take it out to the right. Take this into a side stretch. Bring it through center. Over to the left. Breathe into that right side. And back to the center. From here, rising up. We'll swing the legs around. If you have a ball, you can bring it between the inner thighs here. That'll add a little inner thigh work, or you can also grab a block. Take your hands back behind the thighs. You can drawing in toward the midline here, navel and spine. Take a breath. We'll start to curl the tail under from there around your spine. And as you inhale, grow tall. Exhale, curl the tail under. Rocking back your sitting bones around the spine and then rise up, grow tall. Two more. You can release the arms from here. Keep that sense of drawing in toward the midline. Navel to spine, rock back around the spine. Next time you rise up, hands can come back behind the thighs, just lean straight back. Hinging from the hips, head stays in line with the spine. Exhale and hinge. Keep the rib cage dropping down. Try not to flare the ribs here. You can add the arms. Find that extension of the spine, and then just lean back. Last one. Spine nice and long. Reach. We're going to take this into a rotation. So this time bending the right elbow. Rotate, open the chest to the right. Take the arms, sweep it around. Rotate left. And sweep. And open to the right. And sweep it around. And left. Nice, last time. Twisting from the belly button here, reach. Nice, from here, we're gonna reach it back, join the palms, stay in this extension through the spine, and then rotate right, rotate left, come to right in the middle of that breastbone. Check out your knees, make sure one's not coming forward to the other. Just coming into this twist. Three more. Last set. And rise up, nice and easy. Take the hands back behind the thighs here. I'm gonna slide a little forward over back. And we'll draw the navel into the spine, roll it all the way down, tuck the tail under. Take the hands or the feet here, walk them in toward the sitting bones. Take your hands to your low belly. Take your navel to your spine, press down. Coming into some pelvic tilts through the low back, and then allow the back to arch. And navel to spine, press the low back into the floor. Let the tail tuck under, and then from here, let your low back arch. Scooping the belly, navel to spine. And then we'll find a neutral here where you're not arching or jamming that low back into your mat. Release the arms into some marching. Should feel this engagement of the low belly. Try not to let the pelvis change shape. Try and get this 90-degree angle of the leg. Next time you lift the left foot, hold. Take the right foot away. You're gonna keep that 90-degree angle of the leg. We'll hover and lift. Left toes, hover and lift. Right toes, hover, lift away. Keep that 90-degree angle of the leg, you're scooping the belly. Try not to jam the low back into the floor. Use your exhale. One more each side. Try not to let that low back overarch. We're gonna come so the knees are over the hips here. Let's release both feet together, keeping the inner thighs together halfway and slow lift. So just coming halfway here. Try not to let that pelvis change shape. Last two, reach. Hug the inner thighs in. And we'll bring the knees right over the hips, reach the arms to the sides. Taking this into the obliques, come over to the right, go hover, rising up. Try to keep that opposite shoulder blade in contact with the floor. Slow this down. So you're really using those abdominals here. Use your breath. Opposite shoulder blade pressing into the floor, one more each side. Nice, using those side waist muscles, we'll come back to the center, release the feet down one at a time. Leave the hands back behind the head, elbows wide, navel to spine, rising up. Try to keep space here between your chin and your chest. Slow lower. So it's a lift a little higher, elbows wide, and slow lower. Rising up. Use your exhale. Navel's drawing to your spine. You're scooping the belly. Exhale, lift. Lift a little bit higher. Using that exhalation. Space here between your chin and your chest. Reach. One more like that, lifting up. Lift a little higher. We're going to come into that rotation. So from here, rising up, we'll rotate right. Slow center. Rotate left. And lift in the middle. Exhale. Rotate. Rotate. And lift. And lower. Use your breath. Rotate. Rotate. And lift. And rise up. Two more. Coming into that rotation. Try not to tense up the head, neck, and shoulders. Lift up right here. Last time through. We're going to come into that rotation. Rotate left. We're going to come back to the middle here. Lift up a little higher. Take your hands back behind your thighs. See if you can navel to your spine. Little pulses up for 2, 3, 4. Stay here. Reach the arms. 4 more. 3, 2. Try not to tense up your neck. Lower down. Woo! Give those knees a hug. Take a little circle here. Release that low back into the floor. And circle it the other way. Keep your head side to side. Take the feet to the floor here. Setting up for the 100. Find that engagement in the belly. Scoop the abdominals. Lift one foot and then the other away. So knees are directly over top of the hips. Reach the arms to shoulder height. Drop your ribcage down. We'll float the arms overhead. And as you exhale, nod your chin to your chest. And slow float back down. Exhale. Use your breath. Reach through the arms. Try not to tense up the head and neck. Last one, we'll hold this. Prep for 100. Moving into the 100. Inhaling here. And exhaling. If this is too much for your head, neck, and shoulders, lower the upper body down. Scooping the belly. Stay here, or you can lengthen the right leg. Lengthen the left leg. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Staying right here at 90 degrees or lowering down to 45. And then you have the option to stay with this or slowly lift, squeezing those inner thighs together and slowly lower. Slowly lift. Try not to swing the legs. Keep those inner thighs glued together. Arms are pumping, navel drawing to your spine. You're scooping the belly. Last one. We're going to come back to 45 degrees. Pump the arms. Inhale. Exhale. Lower down. Woo! Rock it out. Take a little circle here. Release that low back. Into the floor. Take your head side to side. And we'll take the hands back behind the thighs. Rock it up. Grab a little sip of water here if you like. Set up for rolling like a ball. So find the C-shaped curve of the spine. Scoop your belly. Tuck your tail, lift one foot and then the other way. We're gonna rock just back to your sitting bones here. Rock to come up Think of keeping the same distance here between the chest and the thighs. Imagine you have like a balloon, you're trying not to pop. Scoop the belly, just 2 inches. And then from here, staying with this, especially if you have neck issues or other things going on, or you can rock that, hold at the top. Use those abdominals to put the brakes on. And then you can make your ball a little tighter if you like. Bring the knees to the forehead. Take the hands onto the ankles here. Use your exhale. Hold at the top. Nice. From here, if you want to extend that right leg for fun. Make sure you're not losing your momentum. This is all about those little abdominals. Left leg, if you did the right. One more like that. We're going to hold this one at the top. Woo. From here, hold. Take the legs that are parallel. Lengthen the right leg, test those hamstrings. Lengthen the left leg here. Squeeze the inner thighs, reach the arms. Full teaser, take a breath. We'll bend the knees in. Keep your hands back behind your thighs. Roll it all the way down, bone by bone. Use that abdominal control. Once you're down, extend through both legs, one at a time. We'll squeeze the inner thighs together here. So get that feeling of hugging in the inner thighs like you've got a $100 bill here you want to keep, you want to hold on to. And then find your low rib cage with your thumbs. Find the top of the pelvis with your index fingers. Notice if you're splaying the ribs here. Can you drop that rib cage through the pelvis a little? And then from there, squeeze the glutes. You don't want to jam the low back down and come into that pelvic tuck like we did at the beginning, but you don't want to let the pelvis tilt. So find that neutral. Reach the arms at shoulder height as you float the arms up. Keep that rib cage dropping down. Squeeze the inner thighs together here, and then start to peel, peel, peel. From here, rounding the spine, we'll reach out and over the toes, and then curl the tail under to reach back down, one vertebrae at a time. Inner thighs hugging in, so legs are actively engaged, arms float up, rib cage drops down. Use your breath, peel, peel, peel. Reaching all the way out and over the toes, and then lead with that C-shaped curve of the spine, slowly. Inner thighs hugging in, arms float up. If you have the Pilates circle, you can bring it between the hands, or if you have a ball here, you can also try adding the weights today if you want. So as the arms float up, the rib cage drops down. And then as you exhale, nodding the chin to the chest, rounding the stomach. Reach out and over those toes, inner thighs hug in. Peeling down bone by bone. Keep those inner thighs hugging in toward the midline so legs are actively engaged. Glutes are working. As the arms reach up, the rib cage floats down. So the arms won't come all the way up overhead, because in order to fully extend through those arms, you're going to have to lift the rib cage. So keep the rib cage dropping down and don't let those arms come all the way down. Stopping maybe 3 inches away from the floor. Nice, last one. We're going to end at a seat toward the head of the mat. Use your breath, reach out over those toes. Hold right here. And then sitting up tall, bring that extra flesh away from the sitting bones. You can grab weights if you don't have them already. Make sure your spine is nice and long. We're going to bring the arms to a T. Bring your palms to face up, soften the elbows a little. You need to bend those knees to get that length through the spine. Take a breath in. We'll rotate to the right. Keep the crown of the head reaching to the ceiling. Come back to your center. Exhale, rotate to your left. Take a peek at your arms. Make sure they're straight and lined with your sides. So one arm's not coming forward as you rotate. That rotation is coming from the belly button, so you're coming into those obliques. Crown of the head is reaching toward the ceiling. Sitting bones are rounding down into the floor. If you need to, take a little more bend of those knees in order to find that length. Exhale here, rotate. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate. We're going to do one more each side. We're a little taller here. Rotate. And rotate. We're going to come back to the middle. You're using the weights. Well, either way, bring your hands forward. Bring your palms to face down this time. We're going to rotate right from that right elbow back. And reach. We're putting a little more into the shoulders here. Keep that crown of the head reaching to the ceiling. Ideally, one foot's not coming forward to the other. If there's a slight adjustment, that's okay. If you're drawing back the bow, reach. Palms are facing down. We'll do one more set right here. Rotate. And rotate left. Nice. From here, unwind the spine, release your weights. Sliding forward a bit on your mat. We're going to find that round spine once again. So curl your tail under here, scoop your belly, but then the top of the spine will be long. We'll bend the knees, reach the right leg, reach the left, hands back behind the thighs. We're sliding down to the chest. Inner thighs connect. Slowly separate. Just the width of your mat. So inner thighs connect. Slow separate. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Find that length through the crown of the head. Broaden your collarbones a bit. Squeeze the inner thighs. We're going to stay here, scooping the belly. We're rocking back. Rock to a seat. Come up, good top. Find that length. Broaden across the collarbones a bit. Think of drawing your navel into your spine. Hollow out the belly to rock back. Throw a top here. Exhale, scoop. Broaden your collarbones. Find that lift to the chest. Nice. Last one here. We're going to add on just a bit. Flex the feet. Reach to the heels. Slow lower. You're going to fold over, rounding the spine. And then lengthen up through the crown of the head, grow top. From here, bring the feet to the hands, rock a bit. Flex the feet, slow lower, control that descent. Round over. It's like you're hollowing out the belly, like somebody's got something around your waist, drawing you down as you reach forward, spine stretch forward. Last time through. Throw top, scoop your belly. Legs come to the hands. Reach it back. We'll end in this forward fold and just hold right here. Find that nice stretch of your spine. Nice. From here, lengthen up through the crown of the head. Bring your legs a little bit wider than the width of your mat. Slide any props out of your way. Take a hand to your low back here. So make sure you're not tucking under, but instead find that length. If you need to, bend the knees, flex the feet, reach the arms, take a breath, rotate right, knee into the saw, reach out a little deeper. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, rotate, reach. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to come into that twist. Reach. Reach a little further. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, rotate. Like you're sawing off that pinky toe on the opposite foot. Reach. Rotate. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate. One more each side. Reach for that opposite pinky toe. Really flex the feet here. Imagine you're pressing your feet into a wall. It's going to help to activate the quads and help to stretch the hamstrings, so the opposing muscles. From here, bring the legs together. Bring the arms toward one another. Bend the knees in. We'll take the hands back behind this right thigh and just roll down. From here, pressing that left foot into the floor, let's lengthen the right leg. Press down through the palm, shoulders away from the ears. Scoop your belly. We're going to flex the point. And then add a circle. Circle the navel here, circle the other way. And then we'll scoop the belly and then make like you're drawing a circle on the stone with that big toe. So you're coming all the way out and around. And then back to the center. Grounding down through the palms all the way out and around. Center. Use your exhale. And you can stay here with this knee bent in, or you can lengthen that leg. We're going to 10. Ground down through the palms, shoulders away from the ears here. Scoop your belly. Trying to keep those hips still. Last one in this direction, and then we're going to reverse the circle. Nice and easy. Start with a small circle here. Focus on keeping those hips still, so you're stabilizing for your middle. And then you can start to make that circle bigger if you're able. 2 more like that. We're going to take a release here through the front of the hip, so bend that right knee in. And draw your knee into your chest here. Just release the front of the separate knee. And then bring that foot to the floor. And we'll take this left leg up toward the ceiling. Flex and reach. Take a little circle. Circling the other way. And then grounding down through your palms and navel, draw into your spine. Scoop your belly. Keep those hips still. And then trace that circle all the way out and around, come back to the center. Stay here and lengthen through that right leg. Try and keep those hips still. Three more here. Ground down through the palms, shoulders away from the ears. Actively pressing the shoulder blades into the floor. Last one. Out and around. Hold at the top. We'll reverse that circle. Reversing that circle. Last two. And we did both ways, right? Taking your knee into your chest. Take a release here. And we're gonna take a stretch. So right ankle to your left knee. And then stay here, release this foot. You can take the hands back behind the left thigh. Try and keep that right knee opening to the right. If this causes you any stress or strain in the upper body, then don't bring your hands behind your thighs, just releasing your sides. But lengthen that leg, take a little circle. Circle the other way. And then we'll flex the foot and draw the foot in toward the sitting bones, maybe drawing this leg in a little bit closer. Try and keep the back of the neck long on this last one. Hold, find that stretch, breathe into it, and then lengthen that leg. So scoot your hips a little to your right, and then we'll take this knee across the body and come into a twist. We're gonna switch. Left ankle, right knee this time. So stay here if you already feel the stretch, or you can thread the hands back behind that right thigh. Flex the feet a bit, draw your toes back, breathe into this stretch. Figure four, stay here, or you can take the right leg, lengthen it, circle the ankle one way, the other. We'll flex and reach. Point, lift up, flex and reach. Point, lift up on our last one. Hold this. Find that stretch of the outer hip, breathe into it, and then lengthen that leg long. Scoot your hips a bit to your left this time. Taking the knee across the body, just setting up for this twist. Let the weight of that left shoulder blade release. Nice, go ahead and unwind. We're gonna bring the feet to the floor. Walk them all the way in toward your sitting bones. Release your arms at your sides. And then navel to spine, press your low back down, and we'll peel the hips away. We're gonna come into a bridge. Notice that those knees are dropping open. Can you ground down through that inner foot a little bit more? Lengthen the knees toward the opposite wall, roll it down, bone by bone. And then press your low back down here, peel your hips up. So chin coming to your chest. Lengthening those knees toward the opposite wall. Imagine you have a ball or a blocker between your knees. And then, so you're keeping that same width apart. And then lower bone by bone, nice and easy. And press your low back down here, peel the hips away, chin coming to your chest. Squeeze the glutes. And then roll it down nice and slow. One more. Peeling the hips up, chin coming to your chest. Lengthen the knees toward that opposite wall. Squeeze the glutes here. Keep that sense of drawing in, roll it down. Nice. This next time we lift up, we're going to hold it at the top. So press the low back down, peel the hips away, bridging. And then from here, take the weight into that left foot. We're going to extend and lengthen through that right leg. Flex, reach, bring it in line with that knee. Point and swing. Flex, reach, point and swing. Two more like that. Really press down through this left foot. Try and keep the hip points level. One more here. We're going to add on. So from here, we're going to dip the hips, lift, flex, reach, point, swing. Dip, lift, reach, swing. Dip. Use your breath. And we'll bring it up, bend that knee in, take the foot to the floor, roll down bone by bone, nice and easy. Take a breather. We're gonna come on to the other side. So press the low back down, peel the hips away. Try and keep those hip points where they are. Bring weight into the right foot this time. Lengthen that left leg. Flex, reach, point, swing. Flex, extend, point, swing. And then from here, dip, lift, flex, reach, point, swing. Dip, lift, Last one. Woo! And then in, take it on down, and we'll walk it out. Take a moment just to neutralize, so drop the knees into the center here. And you can start to drop your knees to the left, to the right. Let that other side of the low waist, the rib cage peel away. Get this nice stretch to the back. Think of the knees lengthening in that opposite direction. And then give your knees a hug. Little circles. Take your head side to side. Let it go. Nice. From here, we'll interlace the fingers underneath this right knee, scoop the belly, lengthen the left leg toward the ceiling, lower it down toward 45 degrees, but don't let the shape of that pelvis change, so don't overarch your back. And don't jam the low back down, nod the chin to the chest here, and we're just gonna switch. So if this feels like too much on the head, neck, and shoulders, a couple of options. You can take a blanket or a ball underneath, or you're welcome to lower the head and neck down. You're still gonna get that core engagement. Make sure the legs are brushing in the air here. Opposite knee is bending in right over the hip. Two more this way. Let them brush. Let them brush. And then bend both knees in. We'll bring them directly over the hips. Reach out. Wrap in. Reach out. Squeeze the inner thighs. Wrap it in. Two more. Exhale. Last one. And then hands back behind that right thigh. Double pull. We're going to scissor the legs. Double pull. So legs are coming straight down the midline here. Try and keep your head, neck, and shoulders relaxed. Let them brush. One more. And hands back behind the head again, elbows wide. Slow lower, slow lift. Keep those inner thighs connected. Slow it down. Exhale, reach. Slow lift. Try not to tense up the head, neck, and shoulders. If you need a break, lower the head and neck down. Perfectly fine. Last one, and then we're going to come into crisscross. So from here, bend that right knee. Lengthen the left leg long. Rotate. Center. Rotate. Center. Come straight down the midline. Last one. And come on down. Go ahead and take a little hug. Little circle. Take your head side to side. And we'll lengthen the legs here. Take the arms up overhead. Stretch fingers to toes. And we'll come onto the belly. We're going to get into some back extension here. So just as important to work those back muscles than it is to work the fronts, the abdominals. So that whole thing needs to be strengthened, like kind of like a corset. So we want to press the tops of the feet into the floor, work the whole back body here. So squeeze the glutes, lengthen the tailbone down. You can slide the hands underneath your shoulders. Keep the back of the neck long, and then just press up and slowly release back down. So elbows are hugging in. Exhale. Easing down toward the mat. Wrap the elbows here. Engage the glutes. Press the tops of the feet into the floor. Make sure you're not just pressing your hands here. So you're really using those back extensors. One more. Lift. And then release. We'll take the hands and slide them down. Like you've got a stripe running down your pants. Squeeze those glutes. Rise. Exhale. Peel away. Shoulders roll back. Slow release. Glutes are squeezing. Shoulders roll back. Lift the chest. One more like that. Rising up. Nice. We're going to add on. So from here, take the arms out in front of you. Sweep it all the way back. Elbows bend. Get this full range of motion to your shoulders. Sweep. Find that lift to your chest. Try to keep the back of the neck long here. Tops of the feet pressing down. Exhale. Swim. Last one. And release. Take that cheek to the mat. Look over that right shoulder. Take your heels apart here. Shimmy the hips, and then look over that other shoulder. Just gently press the ear into the mat. Heels fall apart, big toes come together. We'll slide the hands underneath your shoulders. Pressing up here, hips to your heels, round the spine. Rest the forehead on the mat, take a stretch. And then we're gonna come on to all fours here. Engage in the abdominals, scoop the belly, make sure your hips and knees are in line, stack your shoulders and wrists. Take this right leg straight back behind you. And then we're gonna lift the leg, take a hand to your low back, just make sure you're not elevating this hip. Chances are you are. And then keep the hand there, keep the hips level, tapping down, lifting up. So you really have to fire up the abdominals to keep this steady. Lift. And then eventually you can take that hand back down, or if you want to, bring your hand to your head, your forehead here, like you're saying, oh my. Use your breath. Lift on the exhale. 2 more here. Reach through the heel. Last one, hold it up. It's a small pulse, so small range of motion. And then we're gonna carve out a circle in the air. So keep those hips still. That's the key. And then you're carving out a full circle. Two more. Nice and slow. We're going to reverse that circle. Abdominals pulling up and in. Flex the foot. Navel drawing to your spine. Head in line with the spine. Don't just let it hang. Set the shoulder blades. Press into your hands firmly. So taking that lift up out of your wrist. You're not just sinking down. 2 more. 1 more here. We're going to point the toes this time. Scoop the belly. Bring it up and over to that opposite corner. Up and over right corner. Like you're drawing a rainbow in the air with those toes. Ooh, half circle here. All the way up and around. Four more here. Reach. Try and keep your hips still. 3. Nice. Last set. And this time we're going to come back to the middle. Drop the heel. Like we did in the warm-up. We'll take this arm up. Take your hand to your head. We're going to lift the right leg. Slow tap down. Lift and tap. Lift and tap. Just a hip height here. Try and keep the hips stacked. On our last one, hold it up there. Circling in the air, nice and slow. You can point the toes for this one. Reverse the circle, nice and slow. Ooh, slowly bring it slightly forward. Reach it back. Forward and back. Slowly forward. Try not to move that upper body. Reach it back. Last one. We're going to bring it all the way out and around. Look over that opposite foot like we did in the warm up. Ooh, yeah. Reach back through the heel. You guys feel that? Breathe into that right side. We'll release the toes here. Let's take the hips to the heels. Take a little breather. We're going to come back to all fours. So scooping the belly here, navel to spine. Take the left leg straight back. We're going to lift it up to hip height. Take your hand back behind you. Make sure you're not elevating the left hip. So hips stay level. That's the hard part right here. Keeping that control. And you can keep the hand there. You can take the hands on the floor or to your forehead here. Really flex the foot. 2 more, and on our last one, it's a small reach, so small pulses here, little lifts up. And we're going to carve out that circle nice and slow. Try and keep your hips still. Try not to let the head hang. Try and find that lift up out of your wrist. We're going to reverse the circle here nice and slow. Slow it down, slow as key. 2 more. Nice. This time, point the toes, scoop the belly, rainbow, all the way up and over, tap. Up and over, tap. to the back corners of your mat here. So to the right, to the left. Try not to let your head hang. Find that lift up out of your wrist. 2 more. On this last one, we're going to come back to the middle. Stack your shoulder over the wrist. Take this other arm up. Hand to your head. Lift and lower. Nice and easy. Tap. Tap and lift. Engage the shoulder blade onto your back. Really have to fire up those side waist muscles here. Almost there, guys. Last one. We're going to do a circle. One side might be more challenging than the other. Reversing that circle, slow it down. And we're gonna go slowly forward, slowly back, slow forward, slow back. And bring this one all the way up and over. Woo, reach back through that heel, look over your right shoulder this time. Breathe. Woo, release your toes. Your knee down to the floor, separate the knees apart. Round your spine, your hips to your heels. Take a little breather. And come on up. Ooh, backs of the palms together here. Take a little circle. Reversing that. Nice and easy. And then interlacing the fingers, we'll spread the fingers and reach. And the palms, get that nice stretch. Release and take the right fingertips back. And take them up. And then switch sides. Getting that nice stretch of the forearm as well. Take the fingertips up. And then release. Go ahead and swing it around. We're going to punch the back real quick. And if you've got a strap, a belt, your sweatshirt, you can capture this right foot, or you can just use your hand. This left knee can bend in, or you can extend it long. Take a stretch of the hamstrings here, take a breath. I'm going to take it into a hip opener, so you can take it out to the right. This hand to the left hip to keep that hip down. Breathe. And then from here, bring it back to 90 degrees. Bring it across the body slightly, maybe a third of the way. Breathe into that. And then from here, you can switch hands and down a little further. And we'll bring it back to the center, forehead toward your knee. Feel your upper body away, and switch sides. Breathe in this. We'll take it out to the left this time. Right hand can anchor that right hip. Opening through the hip joint, and then nice and easy. Coming back to center, come about a third of the way across. Breathe into the stretch of that left side. And then staying with this, we're bringing it across the body. We can come into a twist here, reach. One final stretch of the hamstrings, lifting up forehead to your knee. And we'll lower it down here. Extend those legs long. Take your arms at your sides. Move it away from the body, palms face up, take a breath. Exhale it down to your toes. Working your way up, starting at your feet. Relaxing your calves. Relaxing your thighs, your hips, your back, your belly, your chest, your arms at your sides. Working your way all the way up to your shoulders, your neck, your head. And we'll take the arms all the way up overhead. Take this final stretch, fingers to toes, take a breath in. Bending the knees in here. Make your way onto your side. And then using that upper body strength, press your way to a seat. Come back where we started. Sitting up nice and tall. Lengthen up through the crown of the head. Take a breath in here. Exhale, breath. One more deep inhale, grow tall. And exhale. And we're done. Thanks so much, guys. Great job. Have a great day. And keep playing along with our bingo. This is our final week. And then it'll be June, and we're looking at reopening at some point in June. We just have to work out all the details. So thanks so much for hanging in with us. We'll have a lot of precautions and limitations on the amount of people, but we will continue to Zoom. So hopefully you'll either stay connected with us here or we'll see you in the studio sometime soon. Thanks so much, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Barbara, you too. Thanks, Amy. Thanks, Jeanette. Bye, Pam. Bye, Barbara. Bye, Amy.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
You too.
Goodbye.
Bye.